everyone, welcome to Naledi Dilena. It's your girl Naledi, and I hope you enjoy this video on why your dream job doesn't exist and why that's actually okay. Now, I've noticed that a lot of the decisions that we make, especially concerning our education, are made towards this dream career or this job that we ultimately want, that keeps us awake at night and that just fills us up with passion. Now, for me, I would define a dream job as a career or an occupation that is within our capabilities and also includes something that we really do enjoy. So there you go, has our capabilities and is something that we enjoy. I also had a dream career, a dream job, but I am not currently studying in that field because of the circumstances that be. However, I am enjoying the degree program that I'm in right now. Like, I am learning a lot, I enjoy it, and I see myself enjoying the industry or the career that I will be getting into once I'm done with my degree, once I graduate. Now, I also noticed that a lot of people that do get to go into their dream careers, dream industries, dream jobs, sometimes find that they're not as satisfied with the job as they thought they would be, or what they thought the job would entail is actually the exact opposite. But before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. I could really use it, guys. It helps with the algorithm. I'm trying to grow here. I'm trying to be great on this YouTube space, and I know you can help me. Okay, but without further ado, here is why your dream job doesn't exist. Here's why it's impossible. Here is why you need to let go of that idea. The first reason why your dream job does not exist is because nothing is perfect. You probably have a job that has all the hours that you want, all the pay that you want, all the interests, all your capabilities, and maybe they've sold you that dream in the particular industry that you want to get into. But I'm here to tell you that that does not exist. Whatever job or industry that you want to get into based on your capabilities, you might not enjoy. The hours might not be attractive. The salaries, even after you've been in that industry for a couple of years, might not be mouth-watering. Or you get a job that is within what you enjoy. You might not end up being the best in it. You might not get the best opportunities, the best salaries, the best work. Even in a job that you are capable of doing very well and that you ultimately enjoy, not all the stars will align. Nothing is perfect. Just understand that your dream job is too good to be true. Once you get into your dream job, there will always be something about it that you do not like. Maybe not specifically to the industry that you want to get into, but perhaps the specific job that you might start out with. You might have to commute for an hour every day to and fro. There are always cons to the pro. The second reason why your dream job doesn't exist is because you will ultimately be unsatisfied. What we do as people is we place all our satisfaction onto the jobs that we have, into the careers that we have, into the industries that we enter into. We always have this hope that our job will satisfy us, and that is a problem because you are placing all the things that satisfy you into one corner, into one thing in your life, which is your job. There needs to be a number of things in your life that satisfy you all together at once. You need to have a balance of perhaps your love life satisfying you, your family life satisfying you, your work satisfying you, even if it's other things, including your hobbies satisfying you, even if one or two things might be lacking. The ultimate point is that you cannot have one thing that you're riding on to satisfy you, especially your job. You might enter into a career, into an industry that you think is your dream job, and you're doing everything right, but it doesn't satisfy you, or at the very least it doesn't satisfy you completely, and that taints the experience of the dream job, making it non-existent. You need to understand that ultimately your dream job is a job. You are going to work. There's nothing wrong with that. I know we know the saying, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And we think that when we get into our dream jobs, we'll just float through the air, we'll be satisfied, we'll think all the stars will align. That is not true. You can do what you love and still feel from time to time that it's work. You can still feel that from time to time it's dull. You need to have other aspects of your life adding on to your satisfaction to ultimately feel great about your jobs. These parts of our lives interlink or intercept. I got the word. Oftentimes we want our job to do for us what our life should do for us. Your life in totality should be what's satisfying you. People are realizing that we should work for the life that we want. Perhaps you want a life where you travel a lot. I don't know, having a job with lots of hours that expects you to be in the office throughout the year with little holiday time, with little leave days, will not give you the space to do that. Getting into a job that doesn't have a lot of money in it will not allow you to travel, not give you the means to travel as expansively as you want to. When you're not able to live the life that you want to live because of your job, you will ultimately view your job as the enemy. Even if you get into an industry that you love, when it starts impeding on some of the things that you truly want for yourself in your life outside of your job will seem less and less like a dream and more like a burden. The third reason why your dream job does not exist is because you are in a capitalistic world, or a world governed by capitalism. Now, I will give you the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition of capitalism, and then I will explain the social effects of capitalism that would then make my point clearer as to why capitalism is the reason why your dream job doesn't exist. The Merriam-Webster dictionary says that capitalism is an economic system characterized by private or corporate ownership of capital goods, by investments that are determined by private decision, and by prices, production, and the distribution of goods that are determined mainly by competition in a free market. So I hope you picked up the words or the phrases that I was trying my hardest to emphasize. Those phrases were investments that are determined by private decisions and so forth, and other things being determined mainly by competition in a free market. So basically, people are competing in a market that is driven by profit, that is also determined by sometimes private decision. In a world governed by capitalism, profit is king. Everyone is trying to chase profit and trying to make the most out of their work. So what they will also do, quite a lot of illegal activity, or a lot of the behavior will not be ethical, or they will make sure that the employees or players in the industries that they belong to work more for far less. And so you might have everything ticked off in your job or in the career that you want. It is within your capabilities. You're capable of being the best that you can be in this industry, and it does involve something that you enjoy. However, you might meet people that engage in illegal behavior or in unethical behavior that will then unsettle you. You might be asked to work more and be paid less, and that might not be something that you bargained for. All of those things can end up frustrating you and suffocating the dream part of your dream job. Also, you might feel helpless in terms of changing all those things, all those undesirable aspects of your career or of your industry. You might feel helpless, or you might feel as if that you inevitably will change and fit into the industry, which might be against your character, against your morals, or against everything that you stand for. Capitalism is more respecting of the dollar over the person, and that will ultimately crush you. Another thing that capitalism will do is that it will place any dissatisfaction that you feel in your dream job on you. You might, get into your dream job and find there are a lot of things that you don't agree with or you don't enjoy, and they'll tell you, well, that's how it is. Or they'll give you another industry to be exploited by, which is the self-help industry, which will ultimately sell to you the idea that all the things that are wrong with your life and with your dream jobs are something that is in your hands or is all your fault. Whereas perhaps the reason why your dream job is not necessarily a dream anymore is because of all these things that are frustrating you, that are in the responsibility of the industry or are the fault of the bosses that you have, those at the top of the industry. The world governed by capitalism will convince you by all means necessary that all the things that are frustrating you and all the things wrong with your job are your fault or are in your hands or in something that you should control. And that is not true. A lot of the horrible things associated with our dream jobs are the fault of those big players in the industry, and they need to be held accountable. However, we all know how that goes. It's always on the small man and never the big man, never the big players. The fourth reason why your dream job does not exist is because when dreams are realized, they lose their shine. When your dream job becomes a reality, it ceases to be a dream. All the frills, all the sparkles are not there. Even if it's perfect, even if it's everything that you dreamed of, even if your job is something that you're capable of doing and something that you love, it will always feel like it's missing that thing, that extra wow. When you get something that you want, you might be excited in the beginning, but ultimately the hype will die down. Ultimately, all the lights or the camera or the action will not be there. And I think a lot of people think that will always be the case, that you will always feel excited every single morning throughout your time in that job or in that industry or with that career. And that is not true. At some point, even when all the stars aligned, you might get bored, you might get complacent. It just won't give what you wanted to give all the time. My final thoughts on this are that you don't need passion all the time. You don't need motivation all the time. You don't need the dream to fuel you all the time, because those things run out. What you need to make it in this life, especially in terms of your career, are discipline, commitment. Like I said, the dream realized will always lose its shine. Okay? I'm a poet and everything. If you're the type of person who is at a critical point in their life, perhaps 16 to 25, and you still feel as if that you haven't found your dream job, or there's no job out there that gives you that oomph, that keeps you awake at night, don't worry. That's not a prerequisite to success. That is not a prerequisite to living a good life. You'll find greatness in other things in your life. Your job is not the be-all and end-all. And even if working takes up quite a huge chunk of our lives, it doesn't have to define our lives. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also hope you guys learned from this video. Tell me what you guys think about this video in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about the topic in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Help me out in this algorithm, in this deadly soul-sucking algorithm on YouTube. Also, do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Naledi_Dilena. Anywho, I hope to see you in the next